everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today's read will be a collective read, so as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can clarify the existing energies with tarot. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, so we have the card absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Okay. Definitely feeling a strong energy of someone reminiscing or possibly taking, a trip down memory lane here. This is someone that you're currently not speaking to. This is someone who feels that they don't have access to you, but it's a very nostalgic energy associated with this card, too. That's what I'm getting so far. And it says, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. So they're definitely feeling a void here. Okay, so let's see what's going on. The Nine of Pentacles wanted to pop out. It's a situation where you feel like you have freed yourself from something that you once felt very consumed by. This person is viewing you in a very independent energy. They could feel that you have shifted the focus to yourself or your finances here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Cups. So this is someone that you have withdrawn from because you don't trust their intentions. You may even view this person as being involved with some form of selfish intent. And with the Nine of Wands, it could be someone that you quite literally blocked, or you've set very clear boundaries with them. Because I do see this person is very focused on you, and there's a level of curiosity here. But it's also, there's some sort of a barrier between you and them where they feel they're unable to get through to you. They're still viewing you as someone that makes them very happy, but there is a sense of guilt or shame that they're holding on to. Okay. I'm going to start off by seeing how they are viewing you. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man for how they're viewing you. Yeah, they're viewing you as someone who is at the point of no return. It's a very stuck energy, okay? But this is, ultimately they're viewing you as someone who is withdrawing, not taking any action towards them, specifically because you're having a shift in perspective. There's some sort of clarity that you've gained about this person, or a truth has come to light, and they feel like that has, played a role in your decision here, where you're choosing to not speak to them, you're choosing to set very clear boundaries here. We have Piscean energy. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups followed by the King of Swords in the challenge position. This person feels like they could have had it all with you because there's something to do with a commitment or a family dynamic that they're still thinking about. But with the Ten of Cups and the King of Swords coming up in the challenge position, it is a commitment that has come to an end. So this is someone that you've recently, a separation could be very recent, or in some cases, this could even be read as divorce with the King of Swords. But I do see that they're feeling very conflicted, but they know that you don't view them in the same light, or there is a truth that has resurfaced that pretty much changed the entire dynamic here. They're viewing you as someone who makes them very happy, but they feel like they no longer have access to you because of what you know now. And maybe this is something that you did not know in the past here. And they're also viewing you as, at the point of no return. That something about this ending feels like it's the final ending, or something feels very real about it. How are you viewing them? The King of Wands. You may feel like this is a very passionate or fiery kind of connection here. This could be someone who you feel like is very exciting to communicate with, that sort of thing. And I do sense that there's a level of passion or attraction, but you may feel that this is a very impulsive individual, or their focus was elsewhere while you were giving them your undivided attention. There's some form of neglect that you felt. You may also feel like this is someone who is receiving attention from multiple sources, and that could have played a large role in this separation here, right? So whether it's they lack impulse control, or it's someone who likes to, or they receive attention from multiple sources where you feel a form of neglect, or you feel like this person is not as loyal as you want them to be. Aquarian energy, the Star card, and the Nine of Pentacles in your feelings. This is a very, very clear message that you are healing, you are turning inward, you're pouring into yourself, you're choosing yourself. I think for many of you, not only did this connection here take a toll on you, you may have put your own desires, right, on the back burner. There may have been a goal that you wanted to work towards, or maybe there was, a project that you wanted to start. Whatever it is, it seems to me that you put this person first, or you were very consumed by this connection where now you're pouring into yourself. The Star card is all about healing, and it's also, that card is also associated with knowing when to, withdraw your energy. And I feel like something that this person feels is your absence, right? The fact that you're silent with them, the fact that they don't have access to you. This is someone who's realizing how much you were there for them. Okay. And I'm intuitively picking up on someone who feels that you were present during a very, very difficult time in their life. Right. So they could have confided in you, or there could be, there could have been something that they were going through in their personal life that maybe even they were embarrassed by, because I'm strongly getting a very difficult period that you were present and you were there for them throughout that phase there. We have the Fool card in your feelings and the Two of Cups. You're moving towards something new. Some of you, it's not necessarily moving towards a new connection. It could also be read as manifesting something new for yourself. So moving away from what no longer serves you. Again, you have freed yourself from a situation that you really felt consumed by, right? And you have freed yourself from, a situation where you felt very, it was weighing you down. You could have been consumed by this for a few months, a few weeks, but it seems to me that you weren't feeling like yourself, and you're starting to get your mojo back, or you're starting to feel like yourself again. The Two of Cups could speak about manifesting a new relationship where, there's equal give and take, okay? And you feel like the emotions are mutual. But the Two of Cups is also associated with listening to your higher self. So many of you, your intuition is either heightened this week, or you're constantly receiving a sign about pouring into yourself and moving away. It's a very healing energy, but I do feel like maybe some days feel easier than others for you, because this is something that has really taken a toll on you. The Ten of Cups is being clarified by the World card, Six of Swords. This person is, most certainly viewing you as moving away. They feel like a cycle has come to an end. Okay. The number 9 or 7 could be of significance for you guys. That's coming up here. But I am getting someone who feels like this is final. There's no turning around. And they also view you as someone that they have a lot of history with. Like I said when I opened this spread, this is someone who is taking a trip down memory lane. And they're realizing all the times that you were there for them, but more specifically, how you were present during a very difficult period in their life. You have a way of understanding this person, okay? They also feel like mentally, you're mentally and emotionally, you're able to understand them when maybe others in their life were not able to do so. And it is someone who is acknowledging that, there's an ending here, and it is someone who's being very truthful with themselves, so they could even be acknowledging their wrongdoings. But they feel like it's too late to do something here or rekindle something, because the World card and the Six of Swords it's an ending, right? It's a cycle closing out, and the Six of Swords is this person viewing you as moving away. They could feel like you're very focused on attaining, peace of mind here. But for others of you, you could quite literally be physically relocating, specifically for those of you that were in like a live-in situation. So in their feelings, we have the Lovers. What's bothering this person is they feel they did not make a decision when they had the opportunity to do so. This is someone who now understands the importance of this connection, or the intensity of the connection that you guys share. But even though the Lovers touches on intense emotion, or, a very deep connection, it does boil down to a decision. So this is someone who regrets, being indecisive. This is someone who feels like they mishandled a very important connection. There's something very special about this connection. And these are the things that they're realizing, during the aftermath of it all. The Hermit. There's a lot of wisdom that this person is gaining. We have Virgo energy here. And I will say with the Hermit and the Lovers, this could also be symbolic for a spiritual lesson where this person feels like they're learning the lesson, where they don't want to be indecisive moving forward, although they feel like this is a lesson and this is a connection that they're going to remember forever. Even though they're accepting the ending, they're still reminded of you and they still feel like your energy is irreplaceable, right? And the Lovers could be two very different energies coming together, but it's very potent, it's very intense. And it usually requires a large, or it requires someone to make a very large decision, which 9 out of 10 times is going to impact other areas of their life. Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, wanting clarity. Okay, this could also be someone who is seeking some sort of guidance, so going to someone for advice. And with the Eight of Swords, I will say, like, there are some sort of mental restrictions that this person feels. They still feel very, very stuck on you. Yes, I could read it as a shoulda, woulda, coulda energy, but it's also someone who feels like they can't stop thinking about you because they're realizing what you guys had together and how it came to an end. Here's what I will say in their feelings, something that this person is realizing. Yes, the connection feels special. Yes, it feels rare and it feels very intense. But this is someone who feels like specifically, they were battling something mentally, okay, or internally, and they feel that no one around them was able to understand them to the extent of how you were. And that is something that's coming up persistently. So whether it's they're, still facing this battle, or they're just reminded of you and thinking, wow, when I was going through an internal battle, or when I was at my lowest point, this is who was around. And so it's a bit of a heavy energy coming through here on their end. I do feel a lot of sorrow. I do feel a lot of regret. And the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, they are accepting the truth of the situation, or they are acknowledging an ending, but they still feel very stuck on you. And there's something here that's brewing for them mentally. So whether it's revisiting a past situation, just thinking about how you were there for them, there's something that they're constantly thinking about that's causing them to, remain very stagnant or stuck in this energy here. And I will say, I'm sensing like obsessive thoughts, or someone who is like losing sleep over this connection. We have the Ace of Pentacles followed by the Queen of Wands and the potential outcome. Interesting. And we have the King of Wands for how you're viewing them. You have someone here who wants to come up with a stable offer. But here's what I will say. They're viewing you as someone who has options. They're viewing you as your emotions have changed. Queen of Wands, very bold, fiery, confident energy. But as much as there is regret here, even though there's a desire for a new beginning, you may be moving forward, or there's something new that's being presented to you that is visible to this person. The Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the Five of Cups, yeah. And that's why I was sensing watching you move forward or watching you turn away from this situation. Five of Cups is a very regretful energy. It's when someone is focused on spilled milk. And so for that to come out in the potential outcome, I think that this is someone who feels like they're going to constantly be reminded of you. Your energy feels very irreplaceable. And this is a situation, this is a lesson that they're not going to forget. There's a lot of dwelling going on. And the Five of Cups specifically clarifying the Ace of Pentacles is this person feels every time they think of you, they're viewing you as a missed opportunity or the one that got away. There's a lot of regret associated with it. A lot of, I should have done this or I could have done this. They are realizing the intensity of the connection, but that is not helping them in terms of moving forward. It's causing them to feel more stuck because they feel they mishandled a very important connection, or a connection that they feel they're not sure if they're going to experience again. Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords. Very broken, very torn, but feeling like they need to accept what has occurred. And a persistent message I'm getting here, guys, is something that could even feel a bit, or cause this person to feel a bit all over the place, is they're trying everything to move forward, but they are feeling mentally stuck. They're trying to tell themselves different things here, but they know that you're someone that they're going to remember, and this is a connection that feels very, very irreplaceable to them. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything they want to communicate? This person could also feel like moving forward, they're going to, compare this connection to other connections that they're involved in. But I'm getting someone who's sitting in regret and saying, I completely mishandled that. I had it all in front of me, everything I wanted, but now it's all come to an end. And this is something that I will have to live with. This is something that will continuously, impact me emotionally and mentally. Okay. What do they want to communicate? I wish I could be fully honest with you. And 8 of Swords, Ace of Swords. They're thinking about something and it's brewing in their mind. And it could be that they really want to get it off their mind or chest. So this could be their perspective on things, right? The Ace of Swords could just be their truth, right? Maybe they feel like there's something here where it's causing them to feel misunderstood. It could even be wanting to take accountability. But because they're thinking about it and they haven't had the opportunity to communicate it to you, it's impacting them. It's like, I want the opportunity to tell you this, or I'm not going to feel at ease until I communicate with you. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. The Justice card. They want to do the right thing. This is taking accountability or owning up to something. Some of you could even be facing legal matters when it comes to this situation. Justice and the Tower. They want to explain. Okay, they want to do things the right way, take accountability, but specifically I'm getting that they want to explain an impulsive decision or something that happened very unexpectedly between the both of you, right? So it is a general read. You're going to know your situation better than I will, but this could be, for example, a conflict that kind of was unexpected, or stepping out on a relationship in a very unexpected way, being indecisive, right? So not only is it taking accountability or wanting to take accountability, that's why I clarified the Ace of Swords, but it's also a strong energy of, I want to explain why something unexpected happened. And they're constantly thinking about this, and it's bothering them mentally and emotionally. But there could be blocks in communication. Okay, is there anything else they want to communicate? The passion is too much. So again, I think I expressed that this connection feels very, very intense, but it could be someone that was running from something that felt very intense, or it could have been a runner and chaser dynamic. And that could have been something very overwhelming for you as well, because with the Two of Cups as well as the Star card, this could be a connection that you were, no, I don't want to say that you, what's the best way for me to explain this? It's a connection where you were aware of the importance of it and the intensity of it. And maybe even the reason behind why you met this person, but you feel like this person wasn't waking up to the connection, or they weren't waking up to the connection while the both of you were involved. It says, I am blocked. And I did mention this too when we open this spread with the 9 of Wands. So this could be someone who has no access to you and they want to get through to you, but they don't know how. I can't stop thinking about you. And I can't stop thinking about you. And I mentioned this as well, right? Sensing that someone is obsessing over the situation, someone who is very, very stressed and losing sleep. And losing sleep. And bottom of the deck, guys, it says, I need to hold back my true feelings for you. So this could also be someone who's wearing a mask, right? But I'm strongly getting that they're thinking they really want to communicate with you because they don't feel at ease. It could even be a sense of unfinished business, or I'm not going to feel at ease until I do the right thing or take accountability here. And they definitely have done something impulsively or in the spur of the moment, but they want to elaborate or explain why they did that to you. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.